We're back again.
Yeah. Susie has something to tell everyone.
I've got show and tell. So during that snowy time, that was my birthday. We went out, like I went down to like get my hair done and stuff. Sorry, I'm still burping from
Coke Zero.
from the starlight. Yeah. So I went out
But
to
Susie, it's been days. How are
I
you still
know, it's
burping from the
been weeks.
starlight?
It's been weeks since I drank that stuff. So I I just don't change my clothing.
Me either.
I have the same exact hair and everything. So I went down to get my hair done. So new hair. Came back, went out to lunch with the boys, and we were going to go to this like make your own art store thing.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of doing that, because it was closed because it was a snow day and everybody was shut, we ended up like we were about to leave the restaurant that we had just been at, and I was like, oh, this game shop open? Because I've really wanted to go and check out this game shop. And the owners were like standing there in the doorway, and so I'm kind of like, hi, are you open? Because the sign says closed, and they're putting salt out, but the lights are on, they're in there, are they open, aren't they? And so the guy opened up the door and he's like, yeah, come on in. I was like, okay, cool. So we all go in, and I'm looking around and I'm like, you know what? I don't think they were going to be open. And he just like let me in to shop just to be nice. So now I feel obligated to buy things. But at the same time, they had so much cool stuff that I kind of wanted to buy everything. So I didn't feel like guilted into buying things. I actually was very excited. So I got a dice mat, which is pretty sweet.
Can we see it?
Yes, we can. Whoops.
Don't just tell us it's sweet. Show us sweet.
It's super sweet.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So I have a very small space, as you know, to play.
Yes.
When we play D&D. So my dice tend to roll everywhere. So I was like, I saw these online and I was really intrigued by them. And then I was like, ooh,
nice.
like look at that. And it's like reversible.
That's awesome.
So I was just like, well, how does one use these things, right? Oh, look, there you go. It's got little magnets that just hold it all together. And I was so excited about that. And then I saw these.
Dun dun dun.
So dice, because one must have dice, and I will
not really focusing.
Oh,
there's too much glare.
Yeah, I'll take them out, but they're in a super cool little test tube. So super easy to carry around, right? Clack. Super cute. Look at that. It's all shiny.
And iridescent.
Right? So I am like in love with these.
Are those green?
There's green, there's orange.
There's gold. Oh yeah.
There's like all different kinds of colors in there.
Nice.
So I'm in love with these guys. And I like the carrying case. It's all about the packaging.
Yeah.
But these ones really caught my attention because I have been a sucker for stupidly oversized things. What?
No.
Yes. Giant dice.
Oh, wow.
Look at these things. They're gigantic.
They're as big as your head.
Well, not quite, but damn close. So
they're large.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, look at all these. Like, I can't even fit them in one hand. I have to hold them in two hands. Because
wow.
There we go.
That color is really interesting too.
Isn't it cool? This is the gray. So they're castle dice. And this was the gray one. They had green ones and stuff like that. And I like wanted all of them. But they're so cool. Look at that.
They are cool.
And they're iridescent. They kind of got some green in there. A little bit of purple swirls going on. Look at
wow.
that.
Oh, I like that.
Right? So these just have like a regular plastic bag because I need to find like a giant velvet pouch now for them, obviously,
Obviously.
as one does.
I mean, clearly.
Clearly. But I absolutely love these things. They are so much fun. And it's super fun to like do this with them.
It's fun to do that with any set of dice.
Exactly. But these guys,
That's satisfying.
yeah, somebody called them click clack magic math rocks, I think they were saying. It was click clack math rocks or something. And I was like, that's pretty accurate.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clack magic math rocks. I was like, they are math rocks.
Yeah,
So that is my adventure for the weekend.
that's awesome.
Only took me decades to start playing D&D.
And you know what's so funny is you used to make fun of us for playing it, and now you're more religious about it than I am.
Yeah, what's up with that? You got me all hooked on it. Now you're like, see ya.
Oh, well, I'm just moving.
You and your crazy ideas.
I know. How dare I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So,
not moving like the big move yet, but I am moving to a new place in New York.
indeed.
Indeed.
You need to move out here.
So I've heard.
Hey, we got cool game stores.
You do have cool game stores
Yeah.
and great restaurants.
Yeah, we do. They just opened up
Um,
more.
do you know my best friend lives in your town?
Really?
Yeah,
It's almost like you should move here just so you can be closer to her.
almost. Hmm.
Hmm,
Hmm.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. The cool thing, and plus, okay, so here's something more to entice you.
Oh
Um,
boy.
that game store has open board nights where you
Hmm.
can literally just go in and like they have a shelf of just games that you can play for
Oh,
free
nice.
while you're in the shop.
Hmm.
And if you're like in the middle of the game and you really dug it, you can rent the game for a couple of days.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's like a video rental store, but with games.
With
And then you
games.
bring the games back. And
That sounds like nerd paradise.
oh
I
my God, it was amazing. And they were
between
so nice. And
that and the one barbecue restaurant and that place you took me with the hummus.
oh my God,
Oh
yeah.
my
Oh,
God, the hummus.
we haven't even done
Oh,
Davino's. Wait, did we do Davino's?
I think we did
We
Davino's.
got the cheesesteak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did Davino. Yes, because they delivered. And then the barbecue place delivers. Um, yeah, they just opened up a ton of new stuff downtown. So I am super. Do we even go to Sea Gypsy? I can't remember.
We didn't go to Sea Gypsy, but we went to the art place
Yes. And
and the thrift stores.
yes, next time you're in town, we have to go to the tea room. Absolutely have to go to the tea room. You've seen Deja Brew in New Oxford.
Mm.
We have to go to Gettysburg. We haven't been to Gettysburg yet.
We went to Gettysburg and toured the battlefield.
Did we? I mean, I know that we
Yes.
we drove around and stuff. Oh,
With
that's right.
your
We did go to the
friend.
visitor center and we went up to the cyclorama. That's right.
Yeah. And we toured the, yeah.
Yeah, 47 is not being kind to me. I'm like, man, we got to do that. We should totally go see the cyclorama.
We really? I bet you it's cool.
It's totally cool. I bet you AJ would love it.
I bet. I bet you he'd even want to get like a hat and some memorabilia. Yeah.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clack, math dice, goldfish brain.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
true. But yeah, there's like all kinds of there's a new high-end restaurant that just opened up, high-end restaurant slash bar,
Hmm.
that opened in the luxury loft condos downtown. And yeah, they look like New York loft apartments
Oh
with like
wow.
Art Deco original like stuff to them.
Nice.
And I think the most expensive one I saw was 2,000 a month. And I was just like, damn. It's like, that looks really cool though.
That's the most expensive?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll be paying more than that for our rent in our house.
Well, I mean, you're getting a
And that's
house,
the
not a loft apartment.
yeah, but it's also the least expensive place that we could find that was decent. Yeah. I mean, it's a good house.
Yeah.
It's just the market here is ridiculous.
That's
You're
nuts.
looking at for a 3-bedroom house, minimum 2,800 dollars. Mm-hmm.
That's rough. I think when I lived in Jersey City, I was paying 1550 for a 2-bedroom apartment, like right,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 blocks from the PATH station.
Mm-hmm.
And if I leaned out my living room window, I could see the New York skyline. So that
Mm-hmm.
was kind of cool.
Well, the cool thing about our new place, we're closer to the ocean. So when you're standing outside, you can hear the water. Just
But now you're gonna get like, monsters from Plum Island washing up on your backyard.
no, because the backyard doesn't face the water. Maybe the front yard.
Montauk monsters.
And our driveway is really long and it's on like an acre of property.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and the whole driveway is on one side lined with bamboo.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So there's lots of cool bamboo things that I can make now.
Nice.
Yeah.
My
Learn
sister
how to work with it.
my sister will love some bamboo. Just saying.
Would she?
Yeah.
Like a cutting of a bamboo or
She makes flutes out of it. Yeah. And she has made like traditional Japanese bamboo flutes out of the bamboo that she picked out of her yard.
you're
Well, her
kidding.
old yard. She doesn't have bamboo anymore, so she said,
So if she could get her hands on some bamboo, hmm,
yes.
we'll have to talk later and you can tell me about what she's looking for in a bamboo stick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll
'Cause,
hook her up.
yeah, she's
Absolutely.
she is all about the bamboo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
She got like this really cool one. It still had roots like on the end, like nodules.
mm, mm,
And I guess that's like a big deal. So she got one of those and she used it to make the flute.
okay.
Coke Starlight. It's still visiting.
Coke Starlight, everyone, the color out of space.
It is the Colorado space.
Ooh, I wonder if it was dark if your burps would light up.
That would be really funny. Like biting into a lifesaver in the dark.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be cool though. That'll be
Yeah,
really
I'm
cool.
really excited. There's a nice tree in the front. My bedroom has a window facing the front and the side yard.
Nice.
And then, yeah, yeah. The only problem is it's not all the way fenced in, but that just means we have to walk the dogs in a lead. No big deal.
Probably for the best.
No, they like to run around like little maniacs.
I know, but they also get you the rabies.
Yeah, true.
Remember that mad dog?
Woof woof. And how funny, I have a cat sitting right next to me.
Hmm.
Not the cat,
Well,
not
obviously,
the evil cat that bit me, but that
obviously,
one's in my front yard right now, hanging out.
obviously, it doesn't have rabies.
Yeah. But I had to get the treatments. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, they're no fun.
Yeah. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't like you think, how do we get on this subject? Anyway, it wasn't like you
It's one
think
of
you
our
have to get
sidetracks.
like you have to think you get like a bunch of shots in your belly or whatever. But I didn't have to. I just had to get a few injections.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but the needle was like,
Ooh.
and like I swear it was this big around. It wasn't. God, it felt like
Size of a
it.
boba straw.
Yeah. It sure felt like it.
That's craziness.
Hmm.
Ugh.
So we need suggestions on what to try next. Our
Yes,
next
our next
adventure.
food adventure.
Yeah.
I've literally just made Irish soda bread yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. It looks really good.
Yeah. My son was like, "Oh, I don't know if I like that," but then he was like smelling it baking, and he was like, and then he came into the kitchen and he's talking to my husband and he's like, what's smelling so good? He's like, are you making stuffing? And Ty's like, no. And I'm like, it's the Irish soda bread. And he's like, well, that smells really good. And I was like, do you want to try some after dinner? And he's like, yeah. So he tried it and I slathered it with butter and it was still nice and warm right out of the oven. He was just like
Mhm.
loving it.
Nice.
Yeah. So I was surprised because the last time he tried it, he was much smaller and he didn't like the raisins.
Mm.
He's not a fan of raisins, but this time he was fine with the raisins.
Cool.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
I guess
excited.
I guess like if he didn't like the raisins, I could just make a loaf without the raisins.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, just leave them out.
Yeah, just not add a thing.
Yeah, I thought I messed it up this time around because it said a teaspoon of salt, and I thought I grabbed a half teaspoon measuring spoon, but it was a tablespoon.
And you put 2 of them in there?
I put half, I put two halves. So, well, not even a half. It was like a really small amount. And I was just like, okay. So by the time it was done, it was probably about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit over.
Mhm.
But yeah, it could have been bad. Because then I realized, like, I was just as I was about to like start getting the baking powder and baking soda out, I was like, oh crap, this is a tablespoon. I do not want to put a tablespoon in there. My bread would have just been like,
Wrong. Cthulhu bread.
yeah, it would have been totally Cthulhu bread. So yeah, that was my adventures this weekend. My birthday adventures.
Nice.
So weird. I really thought 47 would be like more exciting, but instead I just like took a nap on the couch for most of the day.
Girl, you could have asked. I could have told you. I've been doing it for 11 months now and it's not that great.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
well, I
just
mean,
another year like every other year.
I was gonna go do adventurous things, and we were gonna go do art and go to like lunch and dinner and stuff like that. And by the time I was done, like with all the snow and everything was shutting down because of the snow, I was like, meh, and I just went to sleep. And then I woke up and I was like, okay, now I'm starting to get kind of hungry. And I thought Ty had gotten salami when we went to the butcher shop, but he had gotten Lebanon bologna.
I don't know what that is.
It's disgusting, is what that is.
Oh,
It's awful. It's like it looks kind of like salami, but it tastes like sort of a sweet, smoky bologna, like really thick, kind of chewy texture, little gritty. Yeah, it was awful. And I was just like,
why would he buy that?
because he loves it. And so I made my sandwich with this stuff thinking it was salami. And then I bit into it and discovered my mistake immediately. And I was hungry, so I ate it anyway,
Of course. Like you do.
as one does.
Yeah.
I hate
I
wasting food.
made this sandwich. I got to eat it.
Exactly. Made it, got to eat it. And
Hmm.
honestly, like, I should have just taken the Lebanon bologna out and handed it over. I've been like, here, you eat this. I'm going to eat this cheese sandwich.
That sounds pretty good. Grilled
Yeah,
cheese
he thinks I'm
sandwich.
crazy because I'm like, can you just get like some Oscar Mayer bologna? And he's like, what? That's disgusting. I'm like, dude, you're eating like whatever that is. Yeah, there's certain things around here that I'm just like, what is that? One of those being Pun House or Pun
What?
House. It's basically Scrapple, and it comes in a big gray brick of meat product, and you cut off slabs and you fry the hell out of it until it's like blackened, and then you put maple syrup on it or ketchup. And I'm like, when I worked in a diner, like, yeah, I had to cook that stuff and it was disgusting.
It sounds hideous.
It's so gross. It's gray, like gray.
You
And
have
like
any?
there is, huh?
You have any?
No, no.
I want to see it.
It is like gray. Like I'm trying to find something that's the color. Sort of sort of this gray. Like with flecks of other stuff in it. It's gray. It's disgusting.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it just comes in this big block and you just slice off slabs of it and throw them on a grill. And not a grill, but like a flat grill,
Hmm.
and you just fry the crap out of it until it's like curled up and blackened.
Sounds awful.
It
You
was.
should never eat anything that you have to burn to make palatable.
It was so gross, and people went crazy for it. They wanted it in sandwiches. It was kind of like spam, but at least spam still has like the color of meat, whereas scrapple is literally like whatever's left over when they get done processing everything else. It's everything but the oink.
Yeah.
It's gross. It is really gross.
Sounds horrible.
It is.
We
It's
should try it.
no.
Sounds
I would, you know
horrible.
what?
Sign me up.
I would rather try hog maw.
Ew.
Yeah, it
Okay.
sounds
Then
gross.
I don't want to try it.
It sounds gross. It's basically haggis, from
Yeah, I
what
don't
I've
like
gathered.
haggis.
Huh?
I don't like haggis.
I've never had haggis, so I don't know. But I've had tripe, or tripe, as my family calls it.
Hmm.
But we don't stuff the tripe with anything. We actually just like cut it up and then slow cook it in tomato sauce. It still stinks, but it's delicious once it's done. You just gotta open the windows because man,
Oh man.
it's got a scent, that's for sure.
There is an aroma.
And there is an aroma. In fact, I like my aunt made some and brought it over, and
Hmm.
that was my first trying of tripe, and it was I thought it was at first I thought it was like squingili. I thought it was like
Hmm. Seafood.
octopus. Yeah, like
Hmm.
seafood in there because it's got that like weird consistency.
Yeah, that odd texture.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm guessing this is just some sort of, octopus family thing.
Hmm.
But it didn't taste like octopus, and it didn't taste like anything seafood. It didn't taste bad. It tasted good. And
Interesting.
it was tender because it had been slow cooked in the tomato sauce, so the acid and
Hmm.
everything kind of like broke it down. But yeah, it was really good.
Hmm.
She's also made congeal in tomato sauce as well, which is
Hmm.
freaking amazing. It's just it takes some getting used to, and the suction cups stick to your tongue. It's like, yeah. You don't think about it when you're eating calamari because it's breaded, and so the suction cups
Right.
don't actually do anything.
Right.
But when you've got like actual like octopus tentacles and they've got the suction cups on them, they
That just like
they get a little
really
grabby.
mess with my brain.
Yeah, they get grabby.
All right.
Yeah, gives you a little kiss. Versus tongue sandwich, which is literally like French kissing your food.
Never had tongue.
It's interesting. The texture kind of threw me off because it is literally like you are. It's like, I mean, you literally have something else's tongue in your mouth, and then you're eating it.
Oh.
So yeah, they serve pickled tongue sandwiches around here, and it's something I've tried, but it is not something I will repeat. So like the top part of it is kind of like a bologna texture, but then the sides have like the taste buds and everything on it. And it's like you got a couple of slices in your bread, and it is literally like French kissing your sandwich. It's weird.
That sounds so traumatic.
It's so weird. I've tried some weird shit. I'll try anything once, but tongue
Same.
sandwich, I'm like, yeah, no thanks.
Hmm.
And scrapple, I'm just kind of like, after seeing what it looks like before it's cooked, and having to cook it. I might try it once just to try it, but it's it's gonna it's gonna be one of those things you just close your eyes for it and be like,
If I gotta.
yeah. So we've come kind of full circle with this one.
Full circle. Yep.
Yeah, we talked about, local downtown shops and then restaurants that are all downtown, and then came right back around to Scrapple.
Yeah. But if you have suggestions on something we can try that's not Scrapple and preferably not tongue because ew, I'm traumatized by the retelling, leave us a comment down below.
Do you think
But
we should do you think we should make like Amazon wish lists that people could like buy stuff for us to try and send it to us?
that's a good question.
I don't know.
That's a really good question. The people should let us know what they think, if they would be interested in
Yeah.
that.
Like if you want us to try like, canned cheese. By all
I'll
means, I'll
yeah,
try canned cheese. I've heard good
try
things.
anything.
Yeah. I'll try anything once.
Yeah.
So, and since we're not pregnant nor anywhere near becoming pregnant anytime soon, we will not have
Yeah,
cravings.
exactly.
Good times.
Oh,
So we'll
yeah.
see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.